Hello, and welcome to Dish Shelved with Adam White. Coming to you this week with a book haul. Totally unnecessary book haul. I don't have room for anything, yet I still come up with book hauls. But anyway, I just a little channel stuff first. Um, I'm probably not going to have any videos the next couple of weeks because I've got a couple of big events coming up and lots of friends from other countries coming in, and I'm probably not going to have any time to read, let alone record a video. So I'll probably be missing for a few weeks here. But I wanted to get one more video in before I had to take some time out a little bit. So uh, hopefully this will be entertaining. People seem to like book hauls. But anyway, this is an interesting story with this one. I was watching, this has been a couple months ago now, but I was watching Book Blather, another great channel on BookTube, and he did a video on the Caliban Bookshop in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I thought, wow, and he showed, and they had a lot of really cool stuff, and because he did a video tour of it, and I was like, it seems like a really nice bookstore. And I have a sister that lives in Pittsburgh, and I said that's a perfect thing because I can go visit them and I can go to the bookstore because I haven't been to a used bookstore in probably years. And that one looked good. So thank you to Book Blather for pointing that out to me because I had never thought when I was there to look for bookstores. Um, but anyway, I went and I came out with some books. The first one I came out with was Planet of Peril by Otis Adelbert Klein, always entertaining. Um, when Robert Grandin swapped bodies with the prince of the planet Venus, he was concerned only with the thrill and interest of living on a different world. But the situation he found himself in was hardly that of a leisurely sightseer. Instead, he found himself smack in the center of a whirlwind of intrigue, danger, and desperation. Planet of Peril is a science fiction adventure on a world of semi-barbaric nations, ferocious beasts, gigantic reptiles, and maidens in distress. Everything you think to find on a planet of peril, and probably influenced by John Carter of Mars, if I had to guess, because it sounds pretty similar to that. So, but he's always entertaining writer. Uh, Individual book, not very big. I should probably put this on my TBR. Uh, anyway, and I love the cover too. Just a great cover. I'm not sure who did it, but it's a great cover. Now, all the rest of the ones I got were ace doubles because I really like ace doubles. I've yet to read an ace double that I didn't like both stories in it. And I've had just some random ace doubles in the past. And I always find them entertaining. And the first one I got has The Mutant Weapon by Murray Leinster. Great cover. All these have great covers. That's pretty much why I bought all these, is just because I like the covers. But this is an ace double. And the other one is The Pirates of Zan by Murray Leinster as well. And it's got a great pirate there, space pirate. Has to be entertaining. I mean, Murray Leinster is a good writer. I'm glad he got both of these books in this, The Mutant Weapon, and I have to say I'm really excited about The Pirates of Zan because it just looks like right up my alley of stuff that I like to read. Next, No Truce with Terra by Philip E. High. Have no idea about him, but I thought that was a really interesting cover. And all these books, by the way, were like $1 to $3. So these were really good deals. If you're ever in Pittsburgh, I'd highly recommend going to the Caliban Bookshop. No Truce with Terra by Philip E. High. Just really like that cover. Next is The Duplicators by Murray Leinster again. This looks like it's something to do with copying people or something. Hence, The Duplicators is the title. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about any of these books. I just like the covers or the authors. But anyway, I like this cover even better. So I definitely need to read that. Next, The People of the Talisman by Leigh Brackett, the always entertaining and fantastic Leigh Brackett. Really interesting cover. I really like this cover a lot. I love Leigh Brackett's books. I got this one mainly for her, but also because it had awesome covers. And The Secret of Sinharat by Leigh Brackett. So this is definitely a must read. Really, it looks like, you know, Flash Gordon kind of stuff there on the cover. It's got to be entertaining. Really interested in reading this book. Next is Durai by E.C. Tubb. Interesting cover. Just, it's minimalistic, but just, I thought it was eye grabbing. I don't know who E.C. Tubb is. I've heard the name before, but he also did I assume it's a he, it might be a woman, because a lot of women writers did use initials, excuse me, did use initials to write, so I should look that up because it might indeed be a woman writer. I'm not sure. So that, shame on me for just assuming it was a male. So it could be either, but E.C. Tubb and The Winds of the Earth, and that has a really cool cover too. I just thought the covers were really interesting, so I picked that up. Next, The Automated Goliath by William F. Temple. I don't know anything about the author, but I thought the cover was really cool. So I got that. And then The Three Sons of Amara by William F. Temple. So the same author on both sides. So he rated 2 books in one. So maybe there's something to that. But just a really interesting cover. But I really like this one of the crashing spaceship. I just think it's cool. It's got cool colors with a nice black background. I really am looking forward to reading these. Okay, the next, The Ships of Durostorum by Kenneth Balmer. I've heard the name Kenneth Balmer before. There's a possibility I've even read something of his, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what, but I thought the cover was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to it. The other book on this one was Alton's Unguessable by Jeff Sutton. Again, another great cover. I have no idea what it's about. It's unguessable. But I just really thought that these covers were really entertaining. So I picked those up as well. Okay, let's see. What's next? Black Man's Burden. That's an unfortunate title. I got it because it was Mac Reynolds. And today they probably would go with a different title. But it's got a great ship there on it with a guy walking away there. I thought it had a good cover. But both sides are by Mac Reynolds, and this is Border, Breed, Nor Birth. And that's got a really cool cover. And I like Mac Reynolds. I've read some of his stuff, and he's always entertaining. The next one is The Wagered World by Lawrence M. Janifer and S.J. Trabich. I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never heard of either author, but I thought it was an interesting cover. And the main reason I got it was Tonight We Steal the Stars by John Jakes. I've got a couple books of his that I'm planning on reading, and I've heard the name before, and I'm familiar with the author, so I thought, well, this one looks pretty cool. I'll check it out and see what happens. Okay, my last book I got for a particular reason. First is it's The Brain Stealers by Murray Leinster. So that's a good another good book in the waiting because he's a good author. And it says, was he the only man on earth who could call his mind his own? So that looks like there's some psychic distress on earth. So good for Murray Leinster, but the main reason I got this one was for Atta, and it is by Francis Rufus Bellamy. I have read Atta before. It's about a guy who shrinks and makes friends with an ant who's, of course, giant now because he's so small, and has an ant as a friend, and they end up fighting other ants and stuff. And it was a really fun book. And I have a copy of it that's just that book. I've got a mass market paperback copy of it. And the last time I looked it up, it looked like it was worth quite a bit of money. So, of course, I can't find mine. I don't know what happened to it. I looked where I used to have it, and it wasn't there, of course. And I looked around and searched through some boxes, and I just couldn't find it. But anyway, I saw in this Ace Double that it had Atta, that it had reprinted from the book that I had. And I thought, well, if I want to read it again, I better go ahead and pick this up because, like I said, it was only a couple bucks. And I've thought about reading that again because I really enjoyed it. And another funny fact, I watched with my nephew the Pixar movie A Bug's Life, and the princess in that is named Atta, and they did it for this book, and I thought that was really cool. So just random nugget of information, just because I just recently watched it. Good movie. And I mean, I've seen it before, but it's always a good movie, entertaining. But they named the Princess Ada in that after this book, and I thought that was really cool to give a nod to some classic science fiction. And anyway, that's all the books that I got. So not a whole lot, maybe 10 or 12 books there, but like I said, all of them but one are Ace Doubles, so I actually got about 20 books or so. So good book haul. Looks like a lot of entertaining stuff. I love this classic science fiction. Like I said, the Caliban bookstore in Pittsburgh. If you're ever there, check it out. It's got a lot of cool stuff. I didn't have a lot of time to go there, but I found all this stuff in the time that I did have. And then I was with my father, and we were counting on an app, a map app, to get us out of Pittsburgh, and my phone for some reason wouldn't pick up any service, and so we got lost in Pittsburgh. So just because I went to this bookstore, and then my app wouldn't work, so we spent like an hour getting out of Pittsburgh. So that was just a fun little side story to that. That was really irritating, but leave it to your phone. I mean, you're in a major metropolitan city. You'd think that your phone would have service, but whatever. It was fun. It was a fun bookstore. Lots of fun books there. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this book haul. And like I said, it will probably be a few weeks before I see you again. But thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you when I see you.